I think Vegas getting WrestleMania again is going to be a really interesting topic because I was there, you wasn't there. We've got two different points of view on it. You've got it through watching it on screen. I've got it from being there. And I think this is really interesting. And WrestleMania going back to Vegas, selfishly, when I saw it, I went, fantastic. I'm going again. I went to WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia. I went to WrestleMania 41. And I said I wouldn't go to WrestleMania again. You've been to what, 5 WrestleManias so far? And the gloss wears off after a while. You'll go to WrestleMania, it becomes a bit familiar. And you don't want it to be familiar. You want it to be new, exciting, fresh every time you go. And I said I wasn't going to go. But as soon as I saw it was in Vegas, I had to go. But that's because I was there last time. As someone who wasn't there, are you less thrilled by the announcement?
I think I'm not saying thrilled about it. I just think the big thing I liked about going to WrestleManias was they were in different states. So I got to look at, our first one was LA, and then I took a couple of years out. Then I went to Houston, then Atlanta, then Phoenix, then Miami, and then that was my last one I went to, WrestleMania 28. So I got 5 different states or cities, whatever you want to call them, in there. So to have it going back to LA for me, not because I wasn't there, but I just feel like it was a slightly disappointing thing because they'd kind of already took. I think they even did. The Rock even announced it was going somewhere else before. He was on SmackDown, right? And so you've said it's going here,
New
and now
Orleans.
yeah, that's it, New Orleans. That was it, Nola, yeah. And then now you're making a change. Other than money and a financial side, I don't understand why they would do that again. And plus, you've now got to throw in international countries into this. And when are they going to get their opportunity to get a WrestleMania? I know it's a bidding thing and you have to bid for it, but to them to change their mind, I just think that's the thing that disappointed me the most about it.
Do you know what it did to me? As an international fan, I lost a bit of confidence.
Mm.
If they announce something and say that's there, I'm not going to go, well, I'm going to book that a year in advance because it might change. For the first time, it might change. And I never had that issue before. If they said something was in New Orleans, it was in New Orleans. If they said something was in New York, it was in New York. Now I'm like, well, I've got to wait a little bit closer just to make sure because I'm not convinced right now.
Yeah.
But comparing the two WrestleMania experiences I've had, WrestleMania 40 and 41, one in Philadelphia, one in Las Vegas had so much more because it's built for it. The city's built for it. It could host it every year. You know, you got the Fontainebleau at the road, which had the Hall of Fame, SmackDown separately. I actually like it being separate because as soon as Paul Heyman had done, everyone were gone last time. And they literally came out at WrestleMania 40 and they're like, guys, The Undertaker's on the show, The Rock's on the show, please don't leave because everyone were gone. Like, well, we've seen Paul Heyman, now we're off. And it was a late night. And now you've got the choice. I don't have to watch the Hall of Fame. You know, I can watch SmackDown separate. I can watch Hall of Fame separate. They had the after dark parties where the wrestlers were in the nightclubs and things.
Yeah.
You've got the convention center where they had WWE World. So it was built for it. You had two shops. You had the shop at the stadium, the shop at WWE World. So it was more opportunity to get the merchandise. You know, the stadium, incredible. Air conditioning in the stadium, unbelievable. And you don't have the problem we had at Philadelphia night one where it was freezing cold. The city, and then you've got the T-Mobile Arena where, you know, you can go watch SmackDown and Raw. And I don't think they maximized what the city could do because there's so many arenas and stadiums built within the hotels. I think it's going to be even bigger. And I don't know how you can go from having Vegas WrestleMania with all this to go into a city that maybe can't have the put it in London. Like, it's not, yes, you can have the same things, but you're not going to have it within 3 miles of each other. It's right now, you've got to go hop on a tube and go 12 miles to go to that stadium and to that arena and to this place. They're not built like Vegas is for an event like this.
Do you think then that WWE should perhaps be a bit more selective on their cities that they do for WrestleMania? Maybe for WrestleMania in particular, because of this whole week, 2 week long celebration that they do. Should they look at cities similar to Las Vegas and maybe be a bit more thinking about who bids for it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the problem they found because they went to Vegas and it was so good. They made so much money because there was so much to do, so many shows, so much opportunity, so many conventions, so many chances to do all these different bits that how can you then just go to another city? And if you want, let's say, if you want the same things, it's not 3 to 4 miles, it's 12 to 15 miles. it then becomes a conscious choice. Like you went to SmackDown, you could get to the Fontainebleau in like 5 minutes on train or tube, whatever, shuttle, what's the thing? Monorail, that's what it's called. You get on the monorail, you could be up there in minutes. You could walk it if you really felt athletic enough. So where can you get an arena and then a Hall of Fame 3-tiered position as well, and it all be ready to go? Where, because they also did the roast of WrestleMania, they also had Undertaker Dead Man Show. They had lots and lots of things going on that it has to be. And I even saw a thing out there. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I just saw a rumor that maybe WrestleMania never leaves Las Vegas ever again.
Whoa. Whoa. That's a big one. Mania to never leave Las Vegas. There you go. That's an interesting one. So see what people think down below, though.
And what I would like to know in the comment section, guys, is what do you think, where in the world would be your perfect WrestleMania venue? For me, it's in the perfect WrestleMania venue. It's back in Las Vegas. I'm going to be there again. I ain't missing out round 2 of WrestleMania for sure. Let us know in the comment section. Catch you soon.